there is so much information between these two players that you could fill a library with the amount of weird, small things in this game that these two know. But as always, I'm Weatherman, and I'm back here with Nim again.
Hey, it's us again.
It's us again.
Yeah.
Nim, my goat. What do you think about this match?
Oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be hard to say. Of course, like Drag, we just saw her. She always. It's been said a couple times. Like she had past matches in other tournaments with like big upsets and such. But of course, like a very strong runner. But in that regard, occasionally kind of unpredictable. So, if she has a good run, she has a really good run. But there's a chance she could have a couple slip-ups here and there. So it's hard to say. Alpha, of course, an incredibly strong runner as well, but also earlier with a couple of unfortunate moments in his race. Hopefully now in a better state of mind for his race and able to get a cleaner run going. They're starting on Amy. Drag's missing
Drag's
the
timer is not available, which we're just gonna have to infer from RTA for now.
But yeah, we just want to point out Alpha not only an incredibly good runner who is now in one of the final races of this tournament, but also one of the main organizers. So he has a lot of work to do in the background. So there's probably a lot on his mind as he's doing a lot of stuff. So he's basically doing double duties right now, not only as a top runner, but also doing a lot of organization. So
yeah, making it to losers finals with this much on your plate is such a high ask. As Drag does a fantastic castle skip so far. Do they get the finish? No, they fall.
Ooh.
She's going for it again. As Alpha falls as well.
Oh. We hope that doesn't get to him too much again. So, hopefully a successful second try. That looks much better. Very nice. All right, both
40-85 from Drag and a 41 from Alpha. This is super close.
1 second apart. That's what we like to see. So hopefully Alpha is able to just continue without taking that too much, because he's in very good shape compared to Drag here. Of course, we don't see Drag's in-game timer now, but I believe they are actually playing on rather similar frame rates, if I recall correctly. So it shouldn't be desynced by too much.
No, the IGT, they did start at about the same time. The IGT is, if anything, seconds off, so we can infer from Alpha's side of the screen for now.
Yeah, Drag's run is again pre-recorded. But I believe the frame rates they're on are somewhat similar, so yeah, even with just RTA, just seeing the gameplay, should have a pretty good idea about their paces.
So far, on very similar paces, though, as Drag does get the clip out, Alpha not quite able to.
Very nice entry. Oh, missing the elevator skip and going for the restart. And again, I'm not actually... Is that faster to restart there? It seems counterintuitive to me, but I'm also not a very good Amy runner, so what do I know?
Yeah, I think the restart on the elevator is barely faster.
Both on the handle twist turning. Oh, Alpha is playing with the far clip distance that has the additional objects loading in across some of the stages. You could see, like on the pool room that they just passed, Alpha had the additional like lights on the center area that Drag didn't have.
With their IGT, they are exactly
Oh wow, that
linked up.
looks
This is
incredible.
crazy.
Wow. Look at that. Oh. Oh no, Alpha not quite making it over. Alpha had a little bit of a hiccup on the fence as the bridge was turning, but he managed to get the momentum back, which is very hard.
It did not die as well, which is...
Pinged past the skips, let's go! That is the coolest shit I've ever seen.
It was so cool.
Oh my god.
And Drag's timer has mysteriously appeared, and we see that we were correct. Their IGT is basically identical.
God. This is incredible.
It's been a while since we've seen a race this close at a hot shelter, a 149 and a 147, both of which remarkable times for a race setting.
Yeah, that is absolutely incredible.
This is some absolutely top-tier Amy play. I understand wanting to get it out in the beginning, especially if you're going to be trying to execute this well. Get a little flip in the cutscenes. That was pretty funny to see.
Yeah, Amy at the beginning seems to be like one of those things that the better you get at the game, the more likely you seem to want to do Amy at the beginning, because Amy just has so many super hard tricks that you just want to get out of the way. Whereas Knuckles does have all the RNG, but if you have a lot of Knuckles knowledge, you can kind of make everything sort of work. So Knuckles almost becomes more consistent than Amy.
That does make a lot of sense. You know, Amy, there's really not much you can do about doors, but you can practice for your sets.
Once again, Alpha making use of all the bumps on the floor and the rocks on the way, just as Drag does. Both making it over the wall beautifully. Alright, we'll see which strats they go for in Final Act. I assume Drag in the last race, she did not go for any shenanigans here, just went straight through the level. Very respectable, very understandable, because the shenanigans in this level are quite bizarre. And
speaking of shenanigans,
yeah, Alpha going for it. He made banana clip first try, making up the slope. We'll see about wall float. Okay. Come on.
Oh.
Taking a couple tries, but nothing to worry about. Oh, that looked
didn't
close.
Get stuck.
I don't know enough about this trick to have any
there we go.
Any informed statements about how good the attempts go, but he got it now.
You can. Oh, the hardest part is getting in and not falling through. No.
Oh, this is.
God damn it! No.
That is so tragic. Well, props to Alpha for going for that. That is like probably the scariest trick I can imagine to go for in a race setting. That is
so.
Yeah, that's what I talked about the last run. Like, doing this trick is like actually doing 3 tricks, and if you screw up any of them, you're just losing so much time.
It's such a devastating thing to lose out on, as I was not watching Drag's side of the screen due to the PowerPoint performance, and I did not notice what door Drag had.
Oh, I didn't notice either, but 131, I think, I would assume third door would be my guess, because you can get like...
And just to put salt in the wound, Alpha gets door 5.
That is absolutely brutal. Man, that is just unfair.
There's really no other way to put it. That is just unfair. There's still 0, and we still do have Knuckles and Gamma left, but it feels. I can only imagine what emotions are running through Alpha right now, having to deal with getting a door 5, which is completely out of your control, and failing the hardest trick in the game for a minimal time save. Like this, or I would say, yeah, wall clip altogether is up there. Almost every trick Amy has is the hardest trick in the game, quote unquote. Amy's just impossible. As drag on the raft at 924. The micro adjustments on Alpha's movement, though, have been very, very good in the hub world. You know, this is still not an insurmountable lead. You know, drag finishing with about a 950.
Yeah, entering Knuckles just below 10 minutes. Oh, Alpha looks like he messed up the beginning of 0.
Yeah, bad first hit on 0.
Getting quick hits now. One of them at least.
Yeah, getting one quick hit on 0. They 21-0, finishing at 10:31. There's about a minute lead for drag, I would say.
I think it's just 32 seconds, which is a good chunk of time, but nothing that is impossible to make up with good RNG in Knuckles. Drag getting quick first 2 pieces here, but not getting a good follow-up, so not a great set here. 24 not bad either, but certainly something you can save a bit of time over if you get lucky. Oh, the early balcony, I like to see that. Oh, he goes for the left side, that is
he's
risky.
Going all the way for left side.
Oh, we need the piece 2 here now.
Yes! It pays out. It pays out.
The gamble worked out. Let's go, Alpha. Okay, just... Oh, that was so risky.
That's such a hard decision to make, and it could have been disastrous. It pays out, though. But drag did hit Casino Clip very, very well. Great entrance as Alpha takes it the safe way. I understand entirely.
Yeah, the Casino entry clip saves very little time, and it's also inconsistent to do fast, so most time you lose time. Oh, that looks good for Alpha. That looks
like a good set.
Looks very good. I think that's the pirate ship piece 2. Yeah. Oh, very good set.
It's the Badnik. Great set. And there we go. Alpha starting to claw his way back, but drag with the extra creamy cream skip, trying to keep that lead in every way she can. Oh no, he turned around, but he didn't quite get the skip.
The skip is so weird, like sometimes you just have days where it just seems impossible, and then other days it's just like the easiest thing in the world. I don't understand cream skip. I always forget which character this is named after. For some reason. I always want to say Tikal skip, because right before you see the cutscene with Tikal, but it's cream skip.
A 10:41 in Chaos 2 for Alpha, though.
Oh yeah, that's just a couple frames off of the perfect time. Just 0.05 seconds off, so which is 3 frames, I believe. No, wait. 30.
It's in that ballpark for sure. It's very, very tight.
Yeah, I think it's 3 frames. No speed shoes from either of the runners here.
No, we just got them.
Let's hope for Red Mountain to cooperate. See what drag gets. Ooh, going for the scout. Yeah, got 2 pieces down there, but still need a piece 3, I
Piece
believe, which is
3.
gonna be on the volcano. Yep.
Volcano piece 3.
Very good showcase of scouting strats. First checking down there if you got like really fast sets, and then restarting and getting the remaining piece. Alpha doing it as well, also going for scouting, getting a low piece 2. But that means, unfortunately, that his piece 1 is behind the volcano, so that is not a great set. Yeah, Drag expanding her lead here, I think.
Yeah, definitely not what Alpha needs right now. Luck outside of Casino has really not been on Alpha's side today.
Not going for an additional speed shoes dig either. Yeah, it's
honestly, the first time in the tournament, I agree.
Yeah, speed shoes is like a 1 or 2 in 100 chance. And if you don't get it, you just lose like 2 seconds, so you don't really want that. I kind of only go for that if it's like a throwaway run that I can only save with a miracle, like when I'm grinding PBs. It's nothing I would ever go for like in a race.
Yeah, but sometimes that miracle might be just what you need.
That's true. I mean, as we've heard a lot of times, I tend to be the guy who goes for the safe strats and races, so yeah, that's...
It's true.
So I don't go for those digs either, so yeah.
I can see that my fellow co-commentator has been listening to some of my previous commentary. I'm going to apologize.
No, you were correct.
Now that I've been confronted with some of the nasty stuff I've said. But Chaos 4, what a boss. Would you like to explain how this boss fight works?
You wait for attack cycles, and you attack him, and you wait a bunch more. And if you glide, the attack cycles are less slow. That's it. It's very fun.
Thank you.
No problem.
A pillar of the community. Where would we be without Nimothy inputs? A drag finishing with a 131. That's what you want to see if you're fighting Chaos 4.
Alpha, I believe, about 1 or 2 seconds behind that on the Chaos fight. Like behind a good Chaos, like a 130. Missing the last hit, was on pace for 133. Getting a... Oh, Drag takes a leap in the river. Oh, that is an unfortunate mistake. Not the end of the world, but definitely losing a couple seconds.
Literally inhuman menuing from Alpha. Did you see that?
I did not, because I was scared at Drag's key drop.
Like, blink and you miss it. I just saw like 50 menus for Alpha. It was crazy.
Drag didn't hesitate, so I assume she was fine on the key, but that looked sketchy to me. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's okay. As Alpha's lining back up with the silver key. The gold key was on the screen. I did look. I do get nervous every single time someone's at this section.
$10.78, another incredibly good Lost World time.
Dude, grabbing the door, that was weird. But 1198, also a really good Lost World time.
Yeah, the hitboxes around that area can be very sketchy. You have to aim for a specific part on the door, but you can't be touching the wall too much, and you also have to avoid the ring boxes. Like it's not an easy trick by any means. You have to be pretty specific with where you're aiming. Very easy to slip up.
Drag flying over to Skydeck. Known to be one of the most terrifying levels for Knuckles. It can be nice, it can be really, really mean.
Skydeck is like the hot shelter of Knuckles, if That is a comparison you want to make for some reason.
Well,
It's
they are both on the egg carrier.
it's a bit of a stretch, but I think that would be fair to say.
Skydeck kind of is the hot shelter for everybody that does not go to hot shelter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
It's like hot shelter. Hot shelter sometimes just threw you into a death pit. That's not hot deck. Any deck with you on it's a hot one, Venom.
All right.
Oh,
Promising start
Drag
from
got
Drag.
the door closed on them. That was really funny.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Sometimes the cycles are just unfortunate. Both having promising beginnings, but then nothing great to follow it up. Alpha getting lucky, not getting a card piece there. All right, not too bad from Alpha.
Great set from
Oh.
Alpha. Great execution.
Oh, Drag has to go for the clip to get a card piece. That is a big chance for Alpha to catch up some time. Yeah, Alpha saves like 25 seconds here almost, I believe, if I see that right. Didn't Alpha get like an 18 or something? Drag with a 41?
Yeah.
That is pretty big for Alpha.
You know, Drag's still in the lead, but not by much.
Yep.
The lead has closed significantly more. And I mean, we've seen Alpha play in the past. You know, they are in losers finals. This is extremely far in the bracket. The loser, this will be third place. The amount of people you've had to go through to get to this position, like we've seen Alpha close gaps bigger than this. But Drag, no slouch either. No, proficient in so much of this game. Would not be surprised to see Drag also start to peel away a little bit as we get further in.
That is a very good Chaos fight. Low 29, super quick reset. And off into Gamma. Alpha, of course, being one of the top runners of Gamma as well. So he has a good chance to catch up the final time here to Drag. We'll see how Drag does on Gamma.
I'm really hoping that everything can go well for Alpha, because right now, Drag is playing so consistent. It's going to be a buzzer beater for sure. And no Scoob skip. Alpha does lean in, tries to go for it, but it's absolutely not a skip worth resetting for unless you're a little freak.
Drag not getting it or not going for it either, it looks like. Alright, now we have a bit of a breather until the pillars.
Yeah, the pillars come for us all. We've seen some... Well, we can wait and see if Beta jumps, you know? Sometimes Beta can do a little hopsy. We're gonna hope he doesn't. But, oh, god damn it. Yeah, Beta jumping for Joy. Does Beta jump for Drag?
I think Drag is still about 14 seconds ahead, from what it looks like. But yeah, we still got a couple minutes to go, so... And this is one of Alpha's strongest stories, I would say.
Yeah, Alpha, an incredibly goated Gamma player, one of the Gamma gods, going for fast pillars, I'd imagine.
Oh, beautiful. That was...
Beautiful.
Oh.
So
the control you have to have over Gamma to do that is incredible.
Trying to do pillars slow is hard.
Yeah.
Drag looked like they took a little bit of a slower pillar setup, but still did pillars all the same. It was relatively fast. You know, as far as
kind of hard to see, but bit of a stutter in an unfortunate moment, but it looked pretty quick.
Yeah, as our frog captures are complete, we are going to now get to the funny section of Gamma's story. Got a little bit of hub world movement. Then we're going to be picking up the jet nozzle. Jet booster? whatever it's
Jet
called.
Booster.
I can't. Yeah,
I
Jet Booster.
can
That's
never
it.
remember a single upgrade name in this game.
I always keep wanting to call it the hover nozzle. That's not this game.
I think Jet
So-
Booster is right, but I'm not 100% sure.
So Alpha grabbing the Jet Booster. He is now going to be setting up for the Hot Shelter clip. Looks really good.
Oh, that was perfect. You
That
can't
was
do
a
that.
perfect clip.
You cannot do that any faster. That was so good. And that is a very finicky clip. It's like not super hard to do, but it's incredibly hard to do this fast.
Drag getting a little bit
also
stuck. It's
Pretty
also
fast,
fantastic though.
but yeah, pretty fast, but still needing like this little extra wiggle to get herself nudged into the corner just right.
Both these players playing super well. Oh, Alpha falls off of wall run.
That could be a deciding factor.
Looks like he's got it second try. Going for right side. He's got to get this. Looking like he's fine. Yeah, he gets
All
in.
right.
His Drag lining up for wall run now. Gets it on the first try. We've seen Drag in the last race fail right side on their first attempt. Do they fail right side again? They're really high. No, they went too low.
Oh, this is the chance for Alpha to catch up. This is very good for Alpha.
This is very good for Alpha, but very, very bad. Drag stocks crashing. It's not over yet, though. There's still so much more of Gamma. Going for right side again. That's so high. No, misses it again!
Oh my god. This is tragic.
No. You hate to see time loss like this. What does Drag do? Is Drag going to go for right side again?
That is just brutal.
Yeah, Drag's going for right side again. She has to at this point. No, that was really low, but just barely got grabbed.
That just tells you again, like, how precise that clip back in is. Like, you need such a specific height to catch that. If you're slightly too high, you get stuck on the wall. If you're slightly too low, you don't reach it. You just need to have, like, the perfect height that, like, Gamma's forehead clips into the curb. It is so specific.
And a really clean Red Mountain clip from Alpha. Alpha starting to peel away. And yeah, no, I agree with chat. The Red Mountain strat's really funny because Alpha kind of rubbed his face up against it. He didn't actually stand on the top rock. He just kind of squeezes in. Which is not a way I've really seen people set up for this clip. But Alpha dogging and dominating Epsilon as Drag heads off to take out Sonic. A relatively new strat, taking out Sonic first, but saves you a camera change, gives you a little bit of a better angle. It's pretty nice. And, you know, it's always fun to shoot Sonic.
Alright, both runners exactly one level apart now. At least
Great.
by RTA.
Yeah, great clip from Drag. The RTA IGT has desynced. At this point, it's very hard to tell who's in the lead.
I don't have enough brain power anymore to figure out who is actually in the lead. But I can just look at the pretty flashing colors happening on stream and tell you that by RTA they're one level apart. That's all I can do right now.
Yeah, we gotta hope Delta Airlines stays grounded. Delta has been giving many people the run around in this tournament, just deciding to fly and fuck off for no reason. It's really annoying. But there we go, Delta being grounded.
Yeah, that looked really good.
Both phony robots have finished up their respective levels. Drag now heading off to Windy Valley herself. Alpha, looking at the IGT, you know, I can't tell you exactly how much, but it feels like Alpha's got a slight lead. We really won't know. We really have no idea how this race is going to end as we finish up with our flags, then head off into beta.
He finished Windy Valley before 29:30, and Drag died.
If
Oh
Alpha
yeah,
didn't have a lead, he certainly does now.
yeah,
That was crucial. That was a crucial mistake. That
yeah.
hurt so bad.
If Alpha can just bring this one home now, he's got this. Like all he has to do is finish it out and not make any massive mistakes, and then he's got this.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm so invested in this now. Oh, this is so hard to tell. I hope Alpha can take it home. First try early shot would cement it, but Drag, not one to be messed with, still pressing on. Drag also has the potential of getting a first try early shot and turning this entire thing on its head at the 11th hour. This race has been neck and neck. There's been some intense lead tennis.
All right, now we'll see if Alpha gets early shot. I assume he would not restart for it.
Oh, I don't know. As Space said earlier, it's so hard to. He doesn't.
He gets it first try. Let's go. That is incredible.
He doesn't need to reset for it. He can just do it because he's good. That it's not over until the beta fight's over because this fight is poorly programmed. But this is looking like it might be the end.
Might even be a sub 32.
Oh, maybe.
Barely.
But
Definitely taking it safe here, not staying downstairs and down in the area, but just dodging the shots.
this race is so good. This beta comes down. There we go, a 31-58.
Yes, GG Alpha.
GG Alpha.
Yeah, got his revenge from his earlier race against Nixer, where he had a couple of really bad slip-ups that cost him the race early on. And now he's finished out a really good run, sub 32, extremely good time.
Yeah, there is conversation in chat right now that I agree with fully. There was a backup that was discussed very recently within the Sacer Discord, within the voice chat. There's a backup if you miss right side to where you don't die and you can still get to the Zeta room even if you miss the train tunnel. So that if Drag knew that backup going into this race, it would have been curtains for Alpha, honestly, because that was the mistake he needed.
Yeah, like this race was incredibly close, but for the most part, Drag's been in the lead. She's been playing incredibly well up until this pretty devastating time loss of just missing right side hot shelter twice, and that was enough to put Alpha in the lead.
Of course, good game to Alpha though. Alpha played so well, kept his composure after so much terrible stuff. Like keeping it together after the Amy, that was tough.
Yeah.
And the God Gamer himself has joined us here. How are you feeling, Alpha?
Oh my god, that was so stressful. I was messing up everything in Amy. And then I was like, on Nux, I just saw my RNG and I was like, oh no, this is not good. Drag is going to obliterate me. And on Gamma, I just started focusing and I was still messing up like Red Mountain and everything. And oh my god, when I look back, I just saw that Drag didn't have a good run, it seems. I'm sorry for her run, but I'm also very glad to be in Grands actually.
It was an incredible race to watch. Like you were very close the entire time, and it just Drag had like a pretty unfortunate slip up at the end with hot shelter right side, which she missed twice, which was just a mistake that you needed to take the lead there, and you just played. Like you had your slip ups at the beginning as well, but you just played incredibly solid this time. So you were there the whole time for like any chance to take the lead there, and you took it. And yeah, GG, you was a great run. It was so good to watch.
You were down for so long, and
Yeah,
you clawed back second by second, stage by stage, hub movement optimization after hub movement optimization. It was ridiculous how just everything eventually led to the crescendo at Hot Shelter, and the consistency in Hot Shelter is what mattered.
Also, I want to point out, at the beginning in Amy's Hot Shelter, you both were doing synced left side gears. Like,
At the same time.
It looked so good. Like, left side gears, both runners, perfectly synced. It was amazing. Like, if you like definitely go back in the VOD and check the sync on that. It looks so sick. That was generally one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I didn't get too blessed on the RNG today at all.
No.
Oh no,
No,
you didn't.
you did not.
You didn't need to. You won anyways.
No, I got door 3 and door 5. Yeah.
Your RNG today outside of casino was nothing short of a joke. I'm gonna be real. It was bad. But you made it work.
I'm sweating bricks right now.
Dude, I believe it. From having to organize this entire event, on top of having to put on probably the hardest show of your life with this run, and now going into grand finals, thankfully not today. How do you feel about your grand finals matchup with Nixer?
I told Nixer earlier when we got into the commentary booth, I was joking around. I was really, as soon as I messed up on Amy, I was like, you know what? This run is going to be bad, and then I'm going to accept it. And after Hot Shelter, it was really, really bad and everything. So when I finished my gameplay, which was a 36, which is not a normal time for me to get, honestly, I said to Nixer, I'm going to run back, and we'll see each other in grands. And he laughed and he said, okay. But now I'm glad that the joke is back on him because I'll win grand final.